funny enough, I think manual is the future. These things look so much better and faster than the stupid automatic ones. Okay, so some thoughts. Air came, silk incoming. All right, so I get some hair gel too. All right, so some thoughts. Having the courage and the chutzpah is what interests me more than anything. So you know, I just had the BALLS to attempt the templates again. JP, miss you, bro. Dang, your thighs looking super swole, bro. Yeah. Are you sure? Sure? Okay. Yeah, so essentially it's the attempt, the courage, the chutzpah to attempt something is what interests me, not the result. So I had the guts to attempt the templates again. Before I left, it was what, like 10 plates and some change. Actually, interestingly enough, like a few days ago, I did a rack pull after not doing it for almost like, well, I mean, I did a little bit in Cambodia, but not really, but hit a new PR in my rack pull 840 after not really doing it the way I typically do it for almost 2 months. That's good news. Yeah, tried the 10 plates, gave my full hype, gave it my all, but then couldn't budge the bar, and that's cool. And it's fine too, because like I think I attempt it, you can't move it, and then afterwards like nothing happened, right? Like I think the concern everyone has, oh, you're gonna hurt yourself, and actually like my thought is maybe less than like, you know, hurting yourself. I think more people are actually more concerned and afraid of like looking like a fool, right? Like to attempt something and then not succeed is kind of seen as embarrassing, I guess. I'm just like I don't give up. I don't give up. So yeah, I think and I kind of like the idea then what it means is in life you're not so attached to the outcome of things, you're more interested in the attempt, the courage, the chutzpah. Yiddish till I die, right? So funny, like everyone's like, so why y'all so anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish, whatever you want to call it? I think the reason why people use Jewish people as a scapegoat is they just jealous, they just jelly that culturally Jewish people are very how do you say this, like kind of maybe wise with money. There's a I don't know, Jewish or Yiddish thing. It's like takes one generation to make the money, takes one generation to conserve the money, and then the next generation to waste or spend the money, and this is the virtuous loop. So the reason why there's no sort of like conspiracy world domination theory by Jewish people or you know, Israel, whatever. So I'm like, okay, first and foremost, it's not Israel, it's not these funny banks or whatever that rule the world. It's America, us and our military, and according to Kanye, our supreme naval force, which kind of rules the world. So actually, maybe the funny conspiracy theory is that maybe, I don't know, like maybe the reason why America as a nation is so tolerant towards these conspiracy theories is that America, we know that we's the most dominant force on the planet, and no, it's not China, no, we're not going to be speaking Mandarin. Actually, Cindy told me there's like actually like a dual immersion Vietnamese program. I think actually it'd be more useful to study Vietnamese than Chinese, because America is becoming more antagonistic towards China. Most of our manufacturing, it looks like it's heading to Vietnam, not China. China is too closed off, and also the reason why I'm not concerned about China trying to take over planned military is that go to Phnom Penh, go to Cambodia, there's all these like pro-propaganda mainland China newspapers in which they keep complaining that America has like what, 10,000 military bases around the world and China only has one. on the offshores of Africa or whatever. So as long as China keeps complaining about America and her military powers and internationally meddling, I don't think we Americans have anything to concern ourselves with. But yeah, I mean, my thought is, let's not blame nobody else. Just take extreme responsibility into your own hands. I mean, there are certain, I think like demographic or social political concepts which probably do ring true, that certain industries might have a higher disproportionate percentage of certain ethnic population. So for example, it's a meme that a lot of Filipino American peoples, whether male or female, become nurses, because that's just a strategy that a lot of immigrants use to make it in America and stuff like that. And actually the thing that's interesting with Jewish people, Jewish culture, Yiddish culture, etc. is yeah, I think it's the truth is America's like insanely super racist towards Jewish people. And also culturally, historically, look at what I think, was it Tacitus on the Jewish people, or was it one of the other historians? But anyways, yeah, like for millennia, centuries, Jewish people have been trodden on and stuff like that. So even Jewish people in America, like I think even Jon Stewart, I guess his ancestry is Jewish, his last name is like Markowitz or something, and changes his last name to Stewart to sound more American. So, you know, it's funny because people call it like white, right? Not white, it's American, right? It's like quote unquote white passing. Like, no, you just, because like, you know, you think about Seinfeld, the TV shows, whatever's, just like American life. Jewish life is American life, Yiddish life is American life, Mexican-American, Cholo, SoCal, Taco life is American life. So we gotta stop saying like, oh, why, blah, blah, just like say American or not, right? Yeah, so essentially more of the story is, yeah, I think long term, I mean, part of me was, oh, I travel abroad, I'm like super, I'm like, oh, you know, I can't do the templates like I used to, but hey, got the EK Silks and the coffee business in. So if you think long term, next 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, I'm like, I ain't tripping. I'm gonna the 12 plates, 13 plates, 14 plates, 15 plates. So yeah, so friends, what I encourage us to do is not to be so concerned about you know, superficial things. Should I throw suicides on the Prius? I think I will. Yeah, not to be so concerned with superficial things. Rather, it's probably better that we think long term. Think about the courage and the attempt is what matters. Always gotta flex. I was just like, typically after I try an Atlas lift, when I get it, I take off my shirt and flex. I'm like, man, even if I don't get it all up, even if I attempted it and I had the chutzpah and the guts to attempt it, I'm finna flex too. So yeah, 100% natties. Stay updated on the Kim blog. Let's courage will run the future.